All right, all right, all right, man. Here we are in the Just Fly Piper Arrow 3. Parked in Monterey, where we left off. Thought we'd keep on heading down the coast and we'll do a little Big Sur Serenade. Take off out of Monterey. There should be some cool stuff on the way. The Bixby Creek Bridge out here. Go by Big Sur. Guay Falls. Hearst Castle. And then we're gonna end this journey in San Luis Obispo, right? San Luis Obispo, I think it's what it's called, KSBP. Yeah, we'll have traffic and ATC brought to you by Say Intentions. Let's hope for a nice, peaceful journey on down the California coastline. Some time for some meditation and reflection in the Arrow 3. See if we can get everything dialed in. Find our rhythm today. Get started.
Earth's heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information hotel. Monterey Peninsula Airport, information hotel. 0054 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 28 right, 28 left. Wind 250 at 11. Visibility 10. Overcast at 1000. Temperature 13, dew point 10. Altimeter 3005. Bird activity in vicinity of airport. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information hotel. Monterey Peninsula Airport, information hotel. 0054 Zulu. Arriving and departing.
Clearance, Piper Sierra Alpha Echo Kilo in the Arrow 3 request VFR flight following to San Luis Obispo with information hotel.
Clearance on request, you're number 1. Piper Echo Kilo cleared VFR to San Luis Obispo. Maintain VFR at or below 1500. Departure on 127.15 squawk 5463. Expect runway 28 right.
Monterey clearance. We're going to maintain VFR at or below 1500 feet. Departure on 127.15 squawk 5463. Expect runway 28R. Piper Sierra Alpha Echo Kilo.
Piper Echo Kilo, read back correct. Ground will be on 120.875.
Contacting ground on 120.875. Good day. Set up 5463. 546. Okay, we'll go ahead and get our engine started here. Pop this out of the way for right now. Okay, let's just make sure everything's set. Parking brake set here. Trim set to neutral. Flaps are down. Fuel is on. Go ahead and set our fuel. I didn't do that. Go in. Oops. Key. Go. That. Do that. Keep it right. Okay, good. And then off. That looks better. We didn't need all that fuel. Okay, fuel line is on. Set this up. Here. Things working. Alright, let's look again. So we're gonna set our mixture to rich for a moment. Set our prop to full. Crack the throttle. Gonna turn the fuel pump on. Let's see the fuel pressure go up. Turn that off. Now we're gonna bring the mixture all the way down. Come over here. We're gonna turn the fuel pump back on. We're gonna turn this magnetos over. Slowly bring the mixture up. Camera here. Okay, so just the RPM's about 1200. I think I went a little bit there. Back down, that's good. Be alright there. Everything warming up here. Fuel temperature slowly coming up. Our pressure looks good. Tanks look good. Green over here. Gyro suction, everything is looking like we're on board. Let's turn the fuel pump off here. I come back down now. All right. We will go ahead with the yoke back down. Set our mixture for taxi. We're gonna lean back a little bit. Go ahead and turn the nav light off and landing light off. Strobe lights are on. Rest of the avionics on here. Okay, I did program in a route. Number one, I think it helps the ATC sometimes. I filed through SimBrief even though you don't need to for VFR and say intentions. But it just gives them a better idea where you're going, maybe. I don't know. But I did file a flight plan. It is loaded into the GPS. I'm not going to use autopilot or anything like that, I don't believe, on this flight. But it's there to guide us along, and then I hopefully won't miss landmarks along the way. There are a couple good ones along this flight. Okay, so let's call up ground. I think we're ready to go. Everything looks good. I'm ready to get up there. Excuse me, I feel like I'm coming down with a cold. I've been sick. Well, I haven't been sick. Sickness has been going around and I've been feeling tired, so I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. My ground is on 120.87. Ground, Piper Sierra Alpha Echo Kilo in the Piper Arrow 3 at parking space 3. Ready to taxi with information hotel.
Piper Sierra Alpha Echo Kilo, Monterey ground, runway 28 right, taxi via Alpha Kilo, hold short of runway 10 right, then Kilo, hold short of runway 10 left, then Charlie.
Monterey ground, that was runway 28 right, taxi Alpha Kilo, hold short runway 10 right, then Kilo, hold short runway 10 left, then Charlie. Piper Sierra Alpha Echo Kilo. Go from here. Taxi via Alpha. Okay. Where's Kilo? I only see Kilo up here. He must mean Alpha Kilo, hold short. Charlie. Okay. Alright, I think I know where we're going. Weird I didn't get a response from ground. I believe the transmission went through, but I just don't care.
Piper Echo Kilo, cross runway 10 right, then continue taxi via Kilo, hold short of runway 10 left, then Charlie.
Approaching runway 10 right.
No. But go ahead. Hold short runway 10. Gotta go up
Cessna
this hill.
399er ready to taxi to the active for VFR pattern work.
Approaching runway 10 right.
Taxi to runway 28 right, Cessna 399er.
Approaching runway 10 left.
Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, look at that guy go.
Approaching runway 10 left.
Piper Echo Kilo, hold short of runway 10 left, Bonanza on the runway. Piper Echo Kilo, cross runway 10 left.
Approaching runway 10 left. Approaching runway 10 left.
I think my wings just hit that sign, man. Right? So I should have started with this parking deck down here. Now we're sailing down this hill. Oops. Stalled there on that. Bam.
Piper Echo Kilo, contact tower on 118.4. Have a good evening.
Contacting tower on 118.4. Have a good evening. Say 5, buddy. Bonanza. Think. Maybe? Didn't see. Okay. Oof. Yeah, I didn't like landing here last night. Strange place to land. I have to come back and try that again. Tower, Piper Sierra, Alpha Echo Kilo, holding short runway 2R, ready for departure to the south.
Approaching runway 28 right.
Piper Sierra Alpha Echo Kilo, Monterey Tower, runway 28 right, winds 250 at 11, cleared for takeoff.
Winds 25011 cleared for takeoff. Piper Sierra Alpha Echo Kilo. Just for a moment.
On runway 28 right remaining 3,400 feet.
There we go. Oh, bad. Sorry. Pause the head track. I'm adjusted where I need to be. Wheels on, flaps are down. Good. Fuel pump back on. On. Already off the brakes. Go ahead, mixture set to rich. And let's slowly bring the throttle up to full. Rudder to keep us straight. 65, and we're rolling back.
Monterey Tower, Papa Hotel, Sierra Foxtrot. Monterey Tower, go ahead. Papa Hotel, Sierra Foxtrot, taxi with Charlie, holding point runway 28 right, ready for departure.
Landing gear is going up. Fuel pumps coming. Landing lights are off. Contacting departure, Piper Echo Kilo. Have a good day. And just check, departure was on 127.15, right? It was. Yeah, 1,500 feet. Departure Piper Sierra Alpha Echo Kilo at 1,200 feet, going 140 knots, traveling. We're going what? That's 270 degrees.
Piper Sierra Alpha Echo NorCal departure, radar contact.
We're flying close to Monterey Regional Airport, which first opened in 1936. It's a favorite for aviation buffs because it was once used as a training base during World War II. Today, it's known for its challenging approaches thanks to the coastal fog that loves to play hide and seek with pilots.
Contact Oakland Center on 127.45.
7.45, Cardinal 8 Echo Tango. Good day.
Sarah, we're gonna be cruising on down to the Big Sur area, and we plan on flying into Obispo. Goodness, I can't talk. Can you give us some information and kind of point out some key scenic areas along the way for us today?
Absolutely. As we cruise toward Big Sur and San Luis Obispo, keep an eye out for dramatic cliffs, hidden coves, and the famous Bixby Creek Bridge. Plus, the coastline here is so rugged and wild that even seagulls need a map.
Gosh, that's pretty stunning, right? Views.
Since we're in a pretty remote stretch of coastline right now, the closest spot of interest is San Clemente Rancho Airport. This little airstrip is a private field tucked away in the hills near Carmel by the sea. It's got a reputation among pilots for its challenging approach. Think of it as the aviation version of a roller coaster, minus the cotton candy. The runway is surrounded by rugged terrain and oak trees, making it a favorite for bush pilots and those who love a bit of adventure. Not many people get to land here, so just flying over it gives us a glimpse into the world of backcountry aviation.
Climb and maintain 8,000.
Maintain 8,000 to my 8 Delta Mike. Unable, we are a Beechcraft Comanche, we can only go to 8,000. We are a Beechcraft Comanche, we can only go to 8,000. Maintain 8,000. That's the fifth time you've asked me that, I'm unable. Beechcraft Comanche needs to stay below 9,000. Request 8,000 for the last one.
Since we're in a pretty remote stretch, the closest spot of interest is the town of Big Sur. Big Sur is famous for its breathtaking cliffs and dramatic coastline, which have inspired artists, writers, and dreamers for generations. The area became popular in the early 20th century when Highway 1 was completed, making these once inaccessible views available to everyone with a car, or in our case, a plane. Big Sur is also home to the legendary Henry Miller, who wrote many of his works here, and the region is dotted with redwood groves that have stood for over 1,000 years. From up here, you can really appreciate why this stretch of California is considered one of the most scenic drives and flights in the world.
Time you've asked me that, I'm unable. Beechcraft Comanche needs to stay below 9,000. Request 8,000 for the last time.
Comanche 8 Delta Mike, climb and maintain 8,000.
I'm at 8,000. I'm not changing altitude again. Comanche 8 Delta Mike.
Comanche 8 Delta Mike, climb and maintain flight level 250.
stretch without any major landmarks right now. The closest notable spot is the town of Lucia. Lucia is a tiny, unincorporated community perched on the cliffs of Big Sur. It was settled in the late 1800s by the Harlan family, who ran a stagecoach stop and post office for travelers braving the rugged coastline. These days, it's a favorite stop for road trippers and pilots alike, thanks to its jaw-dropping ocean views and the sense that you've reached the edge of the world. The area is surrounded by steep mountains and deep canyons, making it a dramatic sight from above.
Just stunning out here on the California coastline, man. I can't believe I've never really taken this flight before. I think I was saving it.
Departure, Hotel Sierra Juliet, Papa Whiskey 2000 for 4,000.
Hotel Sierra Juliet, Papa Whiskey, radar contact, maintain VFR at or below 6,000.
Up to 6,000, Hotel Sierra Juliet, Papa Whiskey.
Kilo 56, contact Santa Barbara approach on 127.725.
Santa Barbara approach on 127.725, Kilo 56.
Vision Jet 9er Tango Zulu 2000 for 4,000.
Vision Jet 9er Tango Zulu, radar contact, maintain VFR at or below 8,000.
8,000, Vision Jet 9er Tango Zulu.
flying over a pretty wild stretch of the California coast, the closest notable spot is the small town of Gorda. Gorda is famous for being one of the most remote outposts along Highway 1, and it's so isolated that even the gas here is legendary, often the most expensive in the country. The area was originally settled by ranchers and miners in the late 1800s, and it's surrounded by dramatic cliffs and thick forests that make it a favorite for anyone who loves a good road trip, or in our case, a scenic flight. There's a bit of local lore about shipwrecks along this part of the coast, with tales of treasure hunters still searching the beaches.
Oh, there's the wind just pick us up right there. Yeah, it was flying so nice and steady. We're straight on, and then boom, we're just like whoosh. Across the winds, man.
contact Santa Barbara departure on 127.725.
Since we're in a stretch without any major landmarks right now, the closest notable spot is the Hearst San Simeon airstrip, also known as CN-66. This little airstrip was originally built to serve the famous Hearst Castle, which sits up in the hills nearby. The airstrip itself is private and was used to bring in guests and supplies for William Randolph Hearst, the newspaper magnate who built the castle in the 1920s and 1930s. While the runway is pretty basic by modern standards, it's got a bit of old Hollywood glamour. Imagine movie stars and dignitaries flying in for lavish parties.
Contacting Santa Barbara departure on 127.725. Have a wonderful evening. Santa Barbara departure, this is Piper Sierra Alpha Echo Kilo. We're traveling at 1,500 feet, going about 130 knots, and we're traveling 150 degrees.
Piper Sierra Alpha Echo Kilo, Santa Barbara departure. Good evening, San Simeon altimeter 29904.
29904, Piper Echo Kilo.
Departure November 9005 2000 for 4000. November 9005, radar contact, altitude restrictions canceled. Maintain VFR. 5000, November 9005.
Just ahead is the Piedras Blancas Light Station. Built in 1875, this lighthouse has been guiding ships along the rugged California coast for nearly 150 years. Its name, which means white rocks in Spanish, comes from the large white stones just offshore. The original lens was so powerful it could be seen for 20 miles out to sea. Pretty impressive for the 19th century. Today, the lighthouse is a protected historic site, and the surrounding area is a sanctuary for elephant seals.
Hunting, man. Can't get over it sometimes.
Heading 010. Base flight 30, turn left, heading 005.
It's nice to have avatars back in chase plane. I didn't know I missed him till he was gone. But it's kind of how things go, isn't it?
The closest spot of interest right now is the town of San Simeon. San Simeon is best known for being the gateway to Hearst Castle, but it's also famous for its dramatic coastline and the elephant seal rookery nearby. The town itself started as a Mexican land grant in the 1840s and later became a shipping point for lumber and goods. Today, it's a quiet coastal community that draws visitors for its natural beauty and wildlife. The beaches here are a favorite haul-out spot for elephant seals, especially during the winter and spring, when you can see hundreds of them lounging on the sand, grunting, and occasionally arguing over the best sunbathing spots.
Piper Echo Kilo, traffic at your 12 o'clock, 2 miles, same altitude, Embraer 175.
And this is 414 double X-ray. We are turning heading 148, but that is in the opposite direction of our traffic today. Please advise. For X-ray.
I don't see any traffic out there.
Santa Barbara departure, Chancellor 414 X-ray X-ray. Did you read our last transmission?
Chancellor 4 X-ray X-ray, turn right, heading 148.
Turn right, heading 148. 418. 414 X-ray X-ray.
Piper Echo Kilo, contact San Luis Tower on 124.0.
Contacting San Luis Tower on 124.0. Good day. San Luis Tower, Piper Sierra Alpha Echo Kilo, about 20 nautical miles hour. Inbound for full stop landing.
Piper Sierra Alpha Echo Kilo, San Luis Tower, enter left downwind for runway 25. Winds 310 at 11.
Enter left downwind for runway 25, winds 310 at 11, Piper Sierra Alpha Echo Kilo.
Approaching runway 11. Caution, caution.
Piper Echo Kilo, runway 25, winds 310 at 11. Clear to land.
Approaching
stunning.
runway 25.
Those colors, man. Bunch of flaps. Pulled the power a little too soon. Should have let her come down a little further, but we're down. I don't think that was too rough. Gosh, that was a beautiful spot to land, but it was very distracting, man. Very, very distracting. That beautiful sunset. Goodness.
Piper Echo Kilo, welcome to San Luis. Contact ground on 121.6.
Thank you. Contacting ground on 121.6. Piper Sierra Alpha Echo Kilo. Man, look at that beautiful sunset. Piper Sierra Alpha Echo Kilo, come in on a clear runway 25, request taxi to parking. Okay, fuel pumps off, landing lights off.
Piper Echo Kilo, taxi to GA parking stand 39er via Juliet, good evening.
Taxiing parking stand 39er via Juliet, good evening. Okay, we're ready to go. Flaps back up. Let's turn that fuel pump back off too. Forget about that. I really just need to do some landing reps in this Piper, man. In 03. But really this flight I wanted to focus on getting her trimmed out and level. Managing the power a little better. It's kind of been a struggle with this one. And yeah, that flight felt nice. Felt like we finally found our groove. Alright, man. What a pleasant flight. Scenery was nice. I thought maybe the bridges would be more impressive. I didn't see the castle, but that was on me. I was getting tired. Time to dial it in. Get back on the ground. But, yeah. Let's shut her down. Okay, let's go. Red idle. Oh, must have coming in. I'm super grateful for this flight. And the sim felt like it ran pretty smooth for the most part. That's what you want, right?
Horizon Air 2179er, taxi to the gate. Horizon Air 2179er, taxi to parking via Juliet Echo, hold short of runway 11, then Alpha.
Juliet Echo, hold short of runway 11, then Alpha, Horizon Air 2179er.
Thanks for riding along with me. Have a wonderful evening.